pledges. There's no money in the bank as such yet. We have a pledge of an initial pledge or a contribution of $8 million from DFID, $5 million from the Buffett Foundation, $4 million from our colleagues in China, and $15 million from our colleagues in the USA. And again, we're working through the issues in terms of, you will remember with the new strategic response plan, there are 5 pillars. First pillar is public health operations. There are 3 other pillars that deal with enabling functions, security, coordination, and there's a 5th pillar which is around preparedness in surrounding countries. And with regard to that, we can't forget that while the major cost, and if you look at the public health operations pillar of SRP4, it's of the order of about $287 million just for the public health operations. And that's a very large sum of money. We also have needs in excess of $60 million for the preparedness in the surrounding countries. So it's not just a request for funding for Congo, there's also a request for funding for the surrounding countries to continue the important preparedness work that's been going on there.
Lisa.
Hi, good morning. I'm here. I have a few questions. I have a few questions. The first one has to do with the former health minister. Not so long ago, there was this, as you know, international conference where a lot of praise was heaped upon the minister, and then now he's disappeared, apparently forced out. So you did give him some praise yourself just now. But how is this going to impact on the operation? I know you regard the new minister highly, but hasn't this created a minor earthquake at all in the operation? And then on the vaccines, I'm sorry, I've been following it, but not as closely as some of my colleagues. The new vaccine that you apparently want to use, is that going to be done on a larger scale for bringing in the communities as well as the first responders and people who have been in contact with infected people? And given the community mistrust that I believe still exists, is that going to be a problem? And I'm curious to know whether you're not putting too much hope on the vaccine as perhaps being the it is an important element, but how important an element is it actually in containing the spread of the virus when the security issues have not gone away and the mistrust of the community is still problematic? Thank you. I know I've given you a lot, but you've taken notes, so thank you for that.
Okay, so in terms of the impact, I think we need to be careful here. I mean, you'll have noticed in the media over the last few days there are a number of countries in the world that have lost lots of ministers.